Hi, welcome back to Reading Workshop Tips with Mrs. Lee. If you joined me on Tuesday, you got to listen to the first part of the wonderful book called Come On Rain. And we practiced visualizing and making a movie in our own minds instead of looking at the pictures that the illustrator drew. If you didn't get a chance to watch that reading workshop lesson yet, go back and watch it first because today we're going to listen to the second part of the book. So I want to make sure you've heard the first part of the book before you go on to this next lesson. Today we're going to practice visualizing again and making a movie inside of our brain. We're going to be thinking about what the character is seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, and maybe even tasting. Today, we're not going to stop along the way because this part of the book is so wonderful to just close your eyes and listen to. The author uses a lot of really descriptive words so that you can picture exactly what's happening in the story. So now I want you to close your eyes with me and just listen to the end of this story, Come On Rain. Think about the movie in your mind as you listen. Then once we listen to this story, we're going to get to come back, look at the real illustrations, and you can compare how the movie in your mind was similar or different from the illustrations that the real illustrator drew. Get in a cozy spot, close your eyes, and here we go.
Jackie Joyce in her bathing suit knocks at the door, and I let her in. Jackie Joyce has her suit on, Mama, I say. May I wear mine too? I hold my breath waiting. A breeze blows the thin curtains into the kitchen, then sucks them back against the screen again. Is there thunder? Mama asks. No thunder, I say. Is there lightning? Mama asks. No lightning, Jackie Joyce says. You stay where I can find you, Mama says. We will, I say. Go on then, Mama says, lifting the glass to her lips to take a sip. Come on, rain, I cheer, peeling out of my clothes and into my suit, while Jackie Joyce runs to get Liz and Rosemary. We meet in the alleyway. All the insects have gone still. Trees sway under a swollen sky. The wind grows bold and bolder. And just like that, rain comes. The first drops plop down big, making dust dance all around us. Then a deeper gray descends, and the air cools, and the clouds burst, and suddenly, rain is everywhere. Come on, rain, we shout. It streams through our hair and down our backs. It freckles our feet, glazes our toes. We turn in circles, glistening in our rain skin. Our mouths wide, we gulp down rain. Jackie Joyce chases Rosemary, who chases Liz, who chases me. Wet slicking our arms and legs, we splash up the block, squealing and whooping in the streaming rain. We make such a racket. Ms. Glick rushes out on her porch. Ms. Grace and Ms. Vera come next. And then comes Mama. They run from their kitchens and skid to a stop. Leaning over their rails, they turn to each other. A smile spreads from porch to porch. And with a wordless nod, first one, then all. Fling off their shoes, skim off their hose, tossing streamers of stockings over their shoulders. Our bare-legged mamas dance down the steps and join us in the fresh, clean rain, while the music from Ms. Glick's phonograph shimmies and sparkles and streaks like night lightning. Jackie Joyce, Liz, Rosemary, and I, we grab the hands of our mamas. We twirl and sway them, tromping through puddles, romping and reeling in the moisty green air. We swing our wet and wild-haired mamas till we're all laughing under trinkets of silver rain. I hug Mama hard, and she hugs me back. The rain has made us new. As the clouds move off, I trace the drips on Mama's face. Everywhere, everyone, everything is misty limbs, springing back to life. We sure did get a soaking, Mama, I say. And we head home, purely soothed, fresh as dew, turning toward the first sweet rays of the sun.
All right, go ahead and open your eyes. Didn't you love that story? That is such a fun story to visualize too. I especially love the part when it starts to rain and then all the girls, all the friends and their moms go out in the rain and start dancing together, and they take off their stockings and they just let the rain go over their bodies on this really hot day. It must have felt so good. I loved making that picture inside of my brain. Now I want to take a chance to go through, and you can see some of the pictures that the illustrator drew in this picture book. What's cool is that when you visualize, some of the pictures you made in your brain might be really similar to these illustrations, and some of your pictures in your brain might have been different. That's okay, and that's part of what makes reading books so much fun, especially when we have books that don't have pictures. What we visualize might be different from what someone else visualizes, but that's okay. The important thing is that we're picturing the story in our brain because it helps the story to come alive just like a movie inside of our own mind. So let's take a quick look at some of the pictures that the illustrator drew. This is the beginning when she sees her mom in the garden. And here she is looking out over those rooftops in her neighborhood. And then there she is. She's going over to her neighbor's house. And you see here she is in the window looking in. And this is the phonograph. Now, some of us probably weren't able to picture that if you didn't know what a phonograph was. But now you do. So you could picture it in your mind now. And here's this part where she's leaning over the railing to talk to her mom. And then over here, she's talking to her friend, Jackie Joyce, to see if she wants to put on her swimsuit and come to play. Then here she is inside taking that big spoonful of sugar. Remember when she did that when she was going to make the tea? And then here's Mama sitting in her chair, putting that really cold, ice cold tea on her chest to cool herself off. Is that what you pictured? That was really similar to what I was picturing in my mind during that part. I was picturing Mom looking so relaxed and comfortable with that ice cold tea on her chest. And here they are looking out the window before it starts to rain. And then look at this part. Is this similar or different to what you pictured? This is really similar to what I pictured in my brain. I pictured that they had big smiles and were starting to dance and hop around because it felt so good and it was so fun to be in the rain. And here they are running down the street of their neighborhood. And then look at this part. I love this part. This is when the mamas come out on their porches. They throw off their stockings. And then they all start dancing together in the rain. Isn't this such a fun part? How is this similar or different to what you pictured? And then here's the very end where she's walking back with her mom. And she says, "We sure did get a soaking, Mama." And then they walk back home in the sweet rays of the sun. Everything's calm again, and they're walking home together after having so much fun. I just love that book. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So today, as you go off to read, especially if you have chapter books that don't have pictures, I want you to practice the strategy of visualizing, because it will really help your stories to come alive in your own minds, and it will help you to understand this whole story better. Another way that you can practice this strategy is you can go on to Epic and you can search for audiobooks. Audiobooks are books just like this book, Come on Rain. I found this book on Epic, and you can listen to the audiobook and practice visualizing and making the pictures inside of your own brain, just like a movie. There are lots of audiobooks on Epic, and this is a great way to practice visualizing, just like we did this week together. All right, thanks so much for joining me again today. Happy reading, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.